So we're with Stephen Cameron from Gordon MacPhail. Could you just tell us what you do at Gordon MacPhail? What's your position?
Yeah, so I'm one of the sales executives in charge of some countries in Europe. So I overlook sales in a number of different European countries and basically promote the brand as well as part of my job. So I started Gordon MacPhail about a year and a half ago, and before that I was at Maison de Whiskey in France.
So the reason why we talk to you is that there's some big changes coming up from Gordon MacPhail regarding the lineup. So maybe you can tell us something about that?
Yes, so Gordon MacPhail is reviewing the entire portfolio. So basically we will consolidate our ranges, basically do less but do better, and try to obviously, we have a very good quality of liquid, and now we're looking at basically having a packaging and ranges that reflect that quality.
So that does also concern Connoisseur's Choice, doesn't it?
Connoisseur's Choice will be the first range to be revamped. It will be rolled out in the spring.
Yeah.
So the idea is Connoisseur's Choice is a very historical range for us because it was launched in the 60s by George Urquhart, promoting single malt distilleries. And so it's very dear to us, and obviously we want to keep that name alive because it is strongly associated with Gordon MacPhail. The idea is that Connoisseur's Choice will now actually have subcategories. You'll still have the 46%, but new packaging, new labelings. Then you'll have the wine finishes, which is currently in the private collection wine finish range.
Okay.
Now will become Connoisseur's Choice wine finish. And finally the cast strength range as well.
Okay, so and there are rumors that the young expressions within Connoisseur's Choice will not be anymore, like the 8-year-olds and such things.
Yeah, we're going to focus more on older liquids, so 10, 12 years and upwards. Why? Because we're lucky enough to actually have the stock. Yeah. To be able to do that, yeah. Which obviously is not the case for everybody. Again, we're very lucky. We're a very old, established company. We have good quality cask, a fairly big inventory, and so we are really think that our role is to promote the older single malts and maybe leave the younger makes to other people.
What happens to the cask strength collection?
Cask strength will be integrated into Connoisseur's Choice, so it will still be bottled at cask strength, either single cask or small batch, but it will be under the Connoisseur's Choice label. Okay.
And what about, let's say, the MacPhail's collection?
MacPhail's collection is disappearing altogether, but we will release later on a new range. There will be also this like kind of entry-level whiskeys, 43%, and it will have it will be classified according to flavor profile rather than distillery. I mean, it will still carry the name of the distillery, yeah. But we will focus on bourbon matured, sherry matured, and peated.
So that's within the What Makes the Difference campaign.
Yeah, it's kind of the whole idea, okay. Showing people how the wood it really influences the whiskey, and putting the accent or like bourbon, sherry, and peated as a separate thing.
What happens to the distillery labels?
Distillery label will remain. Okay. It will still be there. Obviously, again, this is something very historical for us, so we have no reason to get rid of it. We still have those agreements for like those licensed bottlings with a lot of distillers. So that won't change as much. The bottle shape will change, the packaging will change, but the names that you and I know and the labels that you and I know will remain.
Okay. And the rollout for the new design will be when?
For the new distillery label, it will be this summer. Okay. So spring, Connoisseur's Choice. Then this summer will be distillery labels, and in the autumn will be the replacement for the MacPhail's collection, which the name hasn't been completely decided yet.
So very interesting stuff, Stephen. Thank you for sharing with us, and enjoy your stay here in Munich.
Thank you for having me.